Yeah, Michael 356. You're right. It is driving people out because new people in the space don't understand crypto. A lot of people jump in the space and they want to trade and make money because it's a quick buck. But I was talking to Miami Crypto, which is another. He's in here a lot, and we were talking about this today. Crypto is not for someone who doesn't really take the time to learn how the space works. You know, if you're not with it and you don't educate yourself, you're not going to last in this game.
Yeah, the mentality, right? I mean, a lot of people aren't built for. Let me see if I can zoom in there. Yeah, yeah. Here I am.
People are, and I get it. I'm not knocking anybody because really it's about making money. So people jump in, they want to make a fast buck, maybe turn it around to reinvest. But you can do that with the risk of most likely getting wrecked. Like a new trader, a new investor shouldn't be leveraging, in my opinion, unless you know what you're doing. That's like sitting in a casino and putting everything you've got on that, on a game that you don't know how to play.
It's true.
Can you X out huge? Of course you can. And if you're lucky, you'll bank out, cash out, and get the hell out. But if you don't know what you're doing, a lot of people lost their ass in Vegas. You lose
Yeah.
your ass in crypto. I'm just being real.
I mean, there's definitely, especially with this market here, right? This market is a crazy, crazy market. Like for me, it's just so much. I mean, what I like about the market is it is a crazy market, right? Because that's how I use volatility to make money, right? But I'm a heavy investor, right?
Hmm.
Investing is gambling, and you need volatility to make money. So that's kind of like the entire process of what we need in here to make money, right? So I'm trying to fix this camera. So to me, it's like the volatility is what makes this market great, right? But for most people who have never traded before, it's the volatility that makes this market terrible. You know what I mean? Because they can't take it. They can't deal with um, the up and downs, right? That's what you're saying. These markets go up and down really fast. Coins trade like crazy. Things are insane. Let me fix that. There we go. I'm back
In
up.
my opinion, this is for someone who's never been into economy, never been into investing or and setting their financial future. This is harder than the stock market because the stock market doesn't move as fast as crypto. Crypto is like you cannot blink an eye. You got to be on it. If you're a trader, you got to be on it.
You got yeah, yeah. I mean, we're talking about like when we go into trade. So kind of like So Moon is kind of interesting because Moon has been around to a lot of different discords. She's a she's a normal type investor. She needs to do her full research, before she gets into anything. And there's certain things that she's getting into. And then she kind of coming from other discords and other scenarios. And then when she came to my discord and kind of like watched what we were doing, I mean, we are like a trading discord. We teach like you know what to do, how to do, and I don't teach trading like a crazy style. I teach a very fundamental, take your
Basic.
time, yeah, basic. You don't need to rush. If you're actually doing like a margins course or you're doing a VIP course or something like that, and we started doing it for free. So if you're looking to learn a basic fundamental type of Discord trading, go to the link in the bio. There's a link tree. Right on top is the Discord and the Twitter. Go to the Discord. But we teach a fundamental where if you had $100, right, and you made 10 good trades a month, right? So out of 30 days, you need to make 10 trades that make you a certain percentage. It's a formula that I have. You will be able to turn $100 into 50 grand in a year. and do it every single year. And then once you get better at it, 150 grand becomes 100 grand, and 100 grand becomes 200, and eventually you can teach yourself how to make, you know, two, three, $400,000 a year sitting in front of a beach, right? Which is kind of like the key to it, right? So as time goes on, guys, like right now, I'm kind of like, I move around. I'm in real estate. I'm buying shit. I'm selling shit. But in the next 4 months, VC will just be at a beach. Like, you know, we're gonna do some conferences, you know, some NFT projects and stuff like that. But honestly, my entire goal is just to sit and listen to the waves come in and make trades. Like, I really don't give a shit about anything else. The only thing I'm doing right now is there's so many projects here where people can get in and help people that I'm getting involved because I want you guys to win. Like, the world is suffering, and the crypto is how the world can heal, right? I mean, it can bring so much money to the whole world, the masses. And I'm a big believer in tithing and giving back, and the fact that it's almost kind of like the more God gives me, the more I have to give back. Because it's almost like I believe in energy being equal, right? Meaning that if I have too much of an abundance, the world will take something from me that I don't want to give. So right now I'm giving as much as I can so that I can take what I want, but eventually I'm going to like stop taking and just kind of like live, right? And I won't owe anything, right? So I'm trying to give back right now as much as I possibly can so I don't have to worry about it later, right? So it just comes in. I want to make it to where I just have residual income all the time, and I've already given so much back that it doesn't even matter. So I'm going to actually use blockchain in a way to give back while I'm at the beach. I won't even have to worry about it. My money will go into this fund, and it'll literally just give to people, and I won't even have to worry. Right? So I'm a big believer in the energy being equal in the universe, right? If you have too much, it takes from you. If you don't have enough, it'll find a way to help give you. So we all have to work together here to make sure that everybody's living a prosperous life. So that's kind of like how I live. Now Moon's a little different. She just wants tequila.
Yeah.
Tequila.
And I like that top shelf tequila. I don't like that tequila you can clean your car engine with.
She ain't playing.
I have to trade.
She's like, you got to make sure it's the good stuff.
It's the only way to go.
It's the good stuff, baby. You know, you got to be on top of your game, right? You know, and you do. And so with
the type of trading that you do in the Discord, I had never done. You know, to me,
have you seen
intimidating, and I'm just gonna say it straight out because I am an investor. I came in as a long-term investor. I've only invested in level 1 coins, you know, and I've watched people trade and stuff, but actually going in to these live trades where we're actually jumping in, you know, doing the trade, jumping out, you know, that can be intimidating for someone who's never traded before. So I it's very useful for me resourceful because like I said, I don't think I would have done it. I had somebody do my buying.
Right.
You know, until like maybe 5 months ago or 4 months ago where I decided, screw this, I'm going to do this myself. But it was still long term. I had never done these shorting and stuff that you're doing. And leveraging and all of that.
Yeah, we leverage, we short. I mean, we pretty much play the market any way possible so that, you know, we win, right? So that's kind of like the key to the entire resources is just coming to a point where it's like just doing it to where we just win, you know, and it's exciting. So it's like, you know, we go all night. I mean, we watch a coin for hours, like hours, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, we got, you know, because you have to learn certain things like, but now the guys, once they get through their training, once they understand, then they can set their stop marks, stop losses. They operate very, very, very clean on everything they do. So you can, I mean, once you learn how to trade and all that other stuff. Mover, what's Mover doing, baby? I love Mover. Is it going down? Mover, mover, mover. We need mover to go down. Well, actually, how's Quant doing? Check Quant. Normally, if there's a real...
Quant was at 110. It was at 110 about 2 hours ago.
Where's it at right now? If it's gone up,
right
we
now?
got problems.
I don't think it will.
You guys,
But
are you guys
Quant
watching?
never does what the rest of the market does. Quant does its own thing, you know?
What we
So-
watching, brother? What we watching, Cash Money?
Are you watching Bitcoin drop?
No, I don't like him. I expect him to
Like-
drop.
Okay, like 1,000 in the past 30 minutes.
Yeah. That's what I told you, man.
Big
I mean,
red candle.
people not listening. It's not going to make it. I mean, like,
Quant's down to 108 right now.
I'm just like, if you have Quant, okay, so if you have Bitcoin dropping and you also have Quant dropping, that's even worse.
Mm-hmm.
That means the whales aren't even here. And if the whales aren't even buying, this shit is going to fall.
But keep in mind it's Sunday night. Like, usually, I know it's insane. I don't even bother too much on Sunday nights because I know what it's going to look like. Even Mondays sometimes are kind of...
Is Monday open? Like what?
Well, I'm off.
Happy
but I know
Easter,
that there's
guys.
a lot of places that are not.
Happy Easter to all my followers out there, man. Happy Easter. ETH is dropping to under 3K.
Yes, it already did.
But
It is at
no.
2,800, I'll tell you right now.
It's a good time because I shorted it the other couple days ago.
ETH is...
ETH is my best
I'm watching
friend.
ETH closely. Let's see where we're at with ETH. When I checked it earlier, it was at 28. Where are we at right now? We are at 29. 29.
Let's see.
Let's see. Let's see.
What's a good coin? Like, what is...
Let me see where we're at. Hold on.
Now, the problem, too, is also with Bitcoin. Bitcoin doesn't have any support from the whales.
Wow. Bitcoin right now is at 38. ETH is at 29. Luna is at 75.
That's the one I want.
GMT is 228.
You
And
can...
XRP is at 73.
And that's what I was kind of talking about earlier, like, the fact that before you could rely on Luna to go up during Bitcoin's drop, but now that it owns all that Bitcoin, now you can short it. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost, it reversed its position, like it's a terrible business model.
Let me take a look. I mean, you should see the chart on Luna right now. The 15-minute is like, it's horrible.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's see.
That's the entire thing. So right now you can short Luna right now and just watch Bitcoin. Because Luna's not going to recover until Bitcoin recovers. Like 100%.
It's actually a great, short, but it's also a great time to jump in if you don't have Luna. Like, I don't own any Luna, so it's a good entry point.
I'd wait to this thing. Before.
You think it's still going to go down, right?
Yeah, you gotta wait.
I'm hoping Quant will go. I had an entry point of Quant in 97. I'm hoping that it drops below 100 again. Because, like I said, when Quant hit his all-time high, I think it was in the 400s. So just imagine the killings that you can make on these once the market goes back to normal.
I mean, I would definitely, like, for me, it's just, I would buy nothing until Bitcoin goes up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think it's like I said. Somebody, I don't
Yeah,
know who and what
for sure.
meeting we were at. They said that it was going to drop more. I'm sure it will, but the figures they were talking, I don't think they. I mean, for Bitcoin to hit in the 20s, I mean, I don't know. I'm not. I don't
Well,
even.
go through the work backwards. What would make Bitcoin drop in the 20s? What would have to happen?
Man,
There'd have to be
Well, the
no.
markets, the Nasdaq and S&P 500 have to be dropping.
everything would have to crash.
Mm-hmm.
In my, I mean, in my opinion. Remember, I I'm limited in knowledge with this, but I think everything would have to crash.
Who has money right now? Who could buy this market?
Well, the only apparently the only ones that can are BlackRock and Vanguard and
Mm-hmm. And what did
You
they
know?
what did they buy?
USTC. What is it? USDC, right?
USDC. Yeah.
DC. Yeah, that's
So that's nothing for the market. That's just a stable coin waiting for the market to crash so they can buy up everything. So I mean that's what I mean. Like sitting in a stable coin doesn't help the market at all.
there's a reason. I'm telling you.
I mean honestly guys, I mean I'd hate to say it, but I mean I think I just don't think there's any money. You got interest rate hike, you got food doubling, Bitcoin
How's the
is
stock
never
market
going to
doing?
drop to the 20s. I mean, dude, I don't. So for me, I believe that Bitcoin's lowest position is 27,000. Like that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't expect it to fall any further. Now, that's without a war. That's without gas being twice as much. That's without a food shortage. That's without inflation being 8.5. That's without, the government about to start regulating and getting all that money back through, was it TI? Right? There's a program that they do, and it literally just destroys markets. Like, Bitcoin could never go to the low 20s unless 4 black swan things happen. You're about to witness. Right? So that's the problem. I mean, there's just, I mean, believe me, I'm not a Bitcoin like maxi. I'm not a Bitcoin like, but I understand what Bitcoin is, and I respect what Bitcoin is. When Bitcoin was crashing last year and everyone said 20,000, Pablo said 11,000. I said, no way, man. The lowest is 24. No. Not even. It's impossible. It's too much money. Well, every reason why I said Bitcoin could never fall to that level was because there was too much money. Fast forward from last May. We're in a recession. That's enough said. There is no money.
I'm trying to find the greed and fear index for today. Where we at?
Probably like 17.
I called 15 one time and it was 14, which was crazy. But yeah,
if it drops, Bitcoin's going to be 33 bottom. I like a 33 bottom. I mean, and these are fundamental drops. These are pullbacks that are supposed to happen. I just don't, I wouldn't buy anything right now, guys, until Bitcoin shows reversal. Like there's just no way. You got to have some type of gotta have some fundamentals right now, man. This stuff is this is pretty crazy right now.
So should I cut this rune right now? I got a long on a rune and it's just dropping crazy.
Oh, you're long on Rune? No, bro. I'm short.
Yeah, I was in and then it just crashed out of nowhere. I was up like 20%.
Yeah, no, man. Short everything. I actually just increased my short on Rune.
Shit.
Like I'm shorting everything, dude. There's nothing that I'm looking at that is possibly going up. Except for people's blood pressures.
Yeah.
I'm getting nervous.
Heart attack city. Heart attack city.
It's a little rough out there right now. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at all the markets and I just don't, I just can't see too much like coming out of it. I mean, it's really just, there's just no money.
I think
But-
it's going to be like this for a while. At least for
Two
another month.
2BC crypto, baby. He's like, Quan all the way, baby.
Oh yeah.
Wolfie's
For
like,
sure.
Wolfie's like, I feel calmer when it drops. I mean, you know, the good thing about a drop is like it gives you a really good opportunity to be like, even if you don't short, right? Let's say you just sell at the top and you're like, all right, I'll take a drop. At that point, you're just sitting back because you're like, as soon as it bottoms out and Bitcoin becomes somewhat stable, you know, there's a bottom's a bottom. I love a good bottom. Right? When it's at bottom, you can just put your money in there and it's just a patience game. You just wait. At some point you will 10x. Like, it's a beautiful thing. So that's kind of where, you know,
VC,
go ahead.
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So when do you know when it's a bottom? When are you absolutely confident?
So, you know, you have to kind of go back through history, right? So you kind of look at, let me see. So let's say, for instance, you know, what I do for a bottom is, you know, let's take a look at Bitcoin, right? So I'll go to like CoinMarketCap, do the all-time, right? Kind of look across. Mm-hmm. And what I'm looking for here is when a coin first comes out, right? It has its first huge push. It falls down. The bottom of that fall, right? To me, that is probably about 20% higher than the bottom, right? So if you look at Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin made its first big push, right? That first big tip of a thing was 40,000. It fell to 32 or 30,000, right? To me, I would take another 10,000, like 10%, like, you know what I'm saying? I would take 10% from there, right? So that would be 27,000. To me, that's the bottom, right? And if you look across that drip there, if you look at that thing as it popped, let me see if I can share my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen.
We can see your screen on Discord. Is that right?
Yeah, you're in Discord, yeah. Go to my,
Yeah.
Let's click on my, you'll see where you can hover over the admin.
Oh yeah,
You can see my screen now?
I do.
Okay. So you see the Bitcoin chart?
Yeah.
All right, so
I have it on my computer too.
yeah, so what I do here is I'll take a look here, and then what I'm looking for is the very first time of all time for the first run, right? The first run falls, right? When it falls in that crevice, 33,000, 30,000, right? I'll take 15% from there, so which basically gives me another 30, maybe $4,000, right? So from that level, that low, I'm saying about, that's why when I was talking about, everyone's like how Bitcoin's going to 20,000, Pablo was like 11,000 and all this jazz. And I was like, well, the most it can go is 27,000. Because you can take that from there and cut that in half. Because the bottom line is when you get down to here, like this 20,000, like this is bottom, this 19, 20,000. So if you got a bottom of 30 and a bottom of 20, the in between is 24, 25. That's the minimum. Like that's the lowest. Right, to me, that's bottom. Right now, I go to the next push up. I look for, you know, as it comes back down. Here's this next push, falls down to 45,000. Right now, between that two, I have a $15,000 from its last bottom of 30 to 45. So I divide that in half, and I say, okay, this should be sitting at take away 7,000 on that, which means 38, right? To me, the 38, and if you look right in here, that's kind of like on the second tip here. So that's kind of like a solid floor of the first floor, 38. So I have two floors here. I have a 38, I have a 30, and then a 24. Those are the moves, right? So in between there, the bottom to me is 24,000. Like it just can't go below 24,000. Now the levels are based. They're just right in front of you on the tips right here. 38,000, 38,000, 38,000. Right? If it breaks 38,000, the next one is at 30. Right? 30 is a very solid floor. Right? So to me, that's where I'm looking at. So if you can't break 30,000 over a little bit of period of time, you go 30, 32, 30, you bounce from there. I mean, that's where I'm looking. The floor for me would be, the lowest floor would be 27,000. Like I'm happy there. That's in between the 30 and the 24. Like to me, Bitcoin can't fall any further than that. That would be the people would just have to give up on it, and I can't see that happening because one, the mass adoption into other countries, right, and the fact that most people, and not to mention that its technology is worth something, right, or where the Bitcoin technology is something that most companies want, right? So a fair price is about 20% of what something's worth to a company, right? So that's really what it comes down to. What's going on? We're talking Bitcoin. What are you doing? How are you?
No, Russian.
You're Russian? Well, that's great. How's Russia? Is it good in Russia? Are you gonna fight? All right, we're not in a fight, man. It's the wrong country.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Я не понимаю.
Say something in Russia.
Хорошо, да. Больше ничего не знаю.
All right. So if Bitcoin goes to 27,000, I'm putting my house on it. I mean, I think that's kind of like the incentive of like as far as like people, like when you hit 27,000, that's pretty. I mean, so I think of it like in business stance, right? So for me, if an item has gone to 60,000 and shown that it's new technology and its top is $60,000, right? I mean, we've seen it kind of hover at $59,000 for weeks, right? And to me, that's kind of like that level that I would say that the technology is worth 60,000. Most companies are going to pay 1/3 of what it's worth, right? They never want to pay more than what it's worth. So to me, the companies getting in, their floor, their avenue is around $24,000. You see what I'm saying?
Huh.
So if you're a company and you could get Bitcoin for 22, 23, 24,000, right? You're feeling good about it. If it starts to go up from 27,000, you're okay with taking that because you can start cost average buying at 20, 28, 27. And if it jumps, you're buying in because you know it's worth 60. So no matter what happens, you're going to get a double out your money. Plus you want the technology. But I just feel like the companies are looking for that $20,000 mark. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why every time it comes down, there's not that mass fluctuation that people are looking for, that wick, that candle that falls and just explodes, because the big companies are all sitting at $23,000. And they're patient because there's no regulation, there's no this, there's no that, but they're all sitting around going, man, it's worth about 20,000. It's just a common feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I respect that ability to be so patient.
Yeah,
but
I
also
mean,
knowing where to be patient,
well, yeah, because I mean, it's just
like what they're waiting for.
yeah, I mean, because you have to say, their philosophy is this, like in the real world, we're looking at all this stuff and we're reading white papers, and most people will read white papers and be like, oh, this thing's gonna like blow up balloons and free the world, right? And it's like, okay, that's what they want to do, right? First of all, they have to build that. They have to be capable. They have to have a team that does that. 400. That's crazy talk. And so there's a lot of work to build a company, right? I mean, you got to realize most crypto coins are kind of sitting in a basement or a garage. I call them the garage stage, right? They're all in the garage and they're all building their computers and they're all, they have an ideal and now they got to go sell it. They got to bring in they got to bring investors. They got to bring in, the Kickstarters. They got to bring in angel investors. And that's what people are in crypto. You're angel investors. Some guy says he has an ideal for a coin that's going to give everyone, this, that, and this. And you're like, that sounds like a really good ideal, right? So you invest. And the problem is you invest and then you sit there and then more people invest because they read it. But eventually there's no more people reading the white paper. And then people are like, oh, this other coin's going to go to the moon. So they sell this coin to go to the other coin because they're trying to go to the moon. And they're like, all right, I'll come back to you. Right? And they jump around. But there's no action because these companies haven't been built. So big corporations who run business every day, they don't have the luxury of buying something that's going to take 4 years to make. They're waiting for something to happen. Like as soon as a company is able to take blockchain technology and actually say, hey, by using blockchain technology, it does this, right? So that's what made the biggest thing for me the other day when I was reading the tweet from the Robinhood CEO on how Doge could become the internet money, right? The biggest thing about that, so I know that this is why I like blockchain, right? So blockchain to me is inevitable because of one reason, security, right? If you take a company like MasterCard, Visa, or whatever, take Visa. Visa wastes about close to $300-500 million in well, they're even higher than that, but about $500 million in fraud, right? So if a credit card could eliminate fraud or half of fraud and collect an extra $250 million in profit, what would that be worth to you? Right?
You mean blockchain could eliminate fraud. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
So now, on the other hand, when you go to the guy, what's his name, Vlad, he's talking about how, and Dogecoin is not even the greatest coin to use. It's kind of like the middle of the road. You know what I mean? And it's the people's coin, but its transaction fees over the last year have been 0.003, right? Take that and compare that to a MasterCard charge at 1 to 3%.
Yeah.
Right? So if they accept Dogecoin for all their transactions, the company would save literally an average of 2% on $500 million a year.
Right, because that 3% is charged. The company receiving payment is charged that 3%, right?
Right, and if people are like, all right, look, forget Visa, let's just take Doge. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it seems like a no-brainer. Huh?
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. So now at that point, you got this no-brainer, and you're saying, man, if I'm going to make, $30-40 million just because I take a crypto coin, who gives a shit about Visa? Right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you've seen that move from BlackRock and Vanguard into getting into the CDC, because then what did they bring with them? MasterCard. So it's just, there's a lot of ideals here that are going around, but there's very simple fundamentals, right? The fundamentals is that crypto is cheaper than a service fee for MasterCard, right? Because MasterCard has a company, MasterCard has employees, MasterCard has all this other shit, right? And in order to pay for all those people, you have to charge for your services. Well, blockchain technology doesn't have all those employees. It has where once the nodes are built, the people are the nodes. The nodes are the system. Security is literally built inside of the nodes, right? The only problem with cryptocurrency is that when you use the wrong chain or the wrong what we call a bridge, when you go from one crypto to another project, is that the bridge isn't built correctly, right? So you have where you have you need a multi bridge, which is what Polygon is building, right? The multi bridge is where it moves your cryptocurrency inside of its own trustless network, right? So here, let me see. Let's pull up. Let me find EC. Angela, what are you doing? Angela found a coin the other day.
I'm here. I'm watching the market.
I was looking at your coin, Velo.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I think that's a heavy long.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
I mean, I looked at it. I mean, did you go look at its history?
I did, but I've been so in all the charts, so let me pull it up.
Yeah, I mean, when I really took a look at it, it's actually a cross-border payment system being partnered up with Stellar, and Jed's on the board. He's helping them out. Now, the thing about this is that when it came out, it was worth $1.80. And then it fell because it was actually on a second run, because it's been out for 2 years. It was on a second run to it from, it made it up to 90 cents right before the crash happened again, right? And so like for 6 cents, like there's just no way that coin doesn't go back to 60 cents.
Right.
Like it's just like it's a 10x. Like I'm just looking at it like, man, this is gonna be a 10x coin. And because if you go get into their Discord and get into their Medium and stuff, they're launching, and their Twitter, they're launching they're like starting to actually solve their whatchamacallit, they're starting to actually finish their Alphabot Discord. They're starting to finish their roadmap.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So that's kind of like the bonus to them.
Right.
Yeah, because I was like, man, actually, this is a long hold. Hold on, where's that stupid piece? I gotta find this. Let me see if I can find in my other TikTok. I gotta have where Polygon. Let me see. What did I do with that article? Oh, did we send it through the shit? My bad. We sent it through Polygon multi-chain. All right, so here, you guys see the Polygon SDK?
Yes.
Okay, so when you look at what's happening, right? So you have like, see, for me, what's happening with Ethereum is Ethereum is going to end up being kind of like built like a bank time. What was the ticker on Bello? It's going to kind of sit in the middle of everything, and then Polygon's going to go out and actually round everything up and bring it in and out of its chambers. All right, so here's your blockchain, your state, your consensus. Now, a lot of times when you listen to Ripple and XRP, you always hear like how XRP has a consensus mechanism, right? This is where it fits into the system, right? So then you have your blockchain, your TX pools, right? And the thing about having a multi-chain, right, is that it allows it to develop. And this is where when you guys do research, you have to go in a little bit deeper. So here's you see how Alchemy's here?
Oh, yeah.
This is where you can find the coins that are actually important. So here's Paybolt, Alchemy, Polygon raises their money, but this is where you can go in and learn a lot about what's going on here. So this is what's important, to learn to build a multi-chain future with Polygon Pathway, right? Learn to build a multi-chain future, Polygon Pathway. And when you're doing a development with a multi-chain, what Polygon actually does is it allows it to, you can scale where instead of your cryptocurrencies being moved out of their own chain, they're moved inside of their own chain, and Polygon just moves it onto the next platform.
Okay.
Yeah, so that way, you know, the multi-chain is what stops the and where it is here. So that's not the one I want. I guess I'll take him. OG. Okay. Let's see. Ethereum. What's his name? What's the long next one? Ethereum creator says multi-chain bridges are future. Oh, I'm always typing on the wrong thing. All right. So let's see here. So Ethereum creator says multi-bridge what? Oh, the cord's touching my screen. Why do you keep changing my page, man? Let's see. All right, so
This man.
what's going on, man?
What up?
What's up, man?
It was movie night with the family. I just watched Macho Cry or Cry Macho or something like that.
Cry Macho. Was he watching
Yeah,
the?
with
What's he
Clint
holding?
Eastwood.
He's holding Bitcoin or what?
Yeah, but I tell you, Polygon is the future, dude. Didn't I say that?
What
Didn't I
you
say that?
Don't say it, man. So
Is that me in that article? Is that me in the article? Oh, no,
there
that's
you
the
are, right
long
here. You're
That's
right in the
long
corner,
neck
right there,
goose.
bro. So the send we put the main article. I forgot when I sent it. I think I sent it while we were inside of the Zoom call. But the argument here for the future is multi-chain, but it's not cross-chain, right? And the problem is, you remember all those hacks that were happening? They're the fundamental limits of the security of the bridges, right? They were happening on cross-chain, right?
I see.
All right, so anything that does cross-chain is where it goes and gets your crypto, and it moves you over. And he has a great breakdown. I have it somewhere. I sent it. But what it is basically when you cross-chain, you grab the blockchain coin and you move it over to wherever you're going, like moving it in and out of layers, like from here to here. And what happens is the hackers are waiting on the cross-chain, and there's a gap between the cross-chain and the coin, right? Because
it's exiting.
Right.
It's exiting from one place to another, and it leaves it vulnerable.
Yeah, I mean, you're in here, man. Explain the shit.
No, I like how you talk, man. Go for it.
So basically, when you're moving your coins in and out of stuff, right? If you're using a cross chain, right? So you'll see these platforms that are built on cross chains, and that's where the hackers are sitting, because a cross chain makes it to where when it connects to move over to the next bridge, it's waiting on the bridge for the opening to open up, and then it slides into the opening of the bridge, and then that's that's the breach that it gets into. Cross chain, basically what it does is Polygon, which is building an entire cross chain, what they're going to do, and this is kind of where you see the problem here. This is why a Solana bridge always gets hacked, right? So if you had 100 ETH and you sold it for 32 in your Uniswap, at the end of the day, you have a sensible outcome. Either way, the 100 ETH you get, etc. The outcome is where you get neither, because it violates the protocol rules and getting accepted. So there's the issue. That's why like Solana as a beta has a lot of problems. So the attacker will go in there and deposit an ETH into Ethereum. It'll wrap the ETH, and then it'll come through the next transaction. And because of the way the bridge is set up, they can take out their Solana and their wrap at the same time, and the bridge can't actually catch it. Where when you have a multi-chain, right? What Polygon does, it grabs your cryptocurrency as you're moving through the crypto space, but it keeps it inside of its own blockchain, which is where security exists, because the security is inside the blockchain. When you use a cross bridge, meaning you cross to the next bridge, you are basically leaving the safety of your security of your blockchain. And that's where the hackers get in. When you have a multi-chain, right? It just like picks up the crypto and keeps moving, but it never breaks. It's called a trustless network, right?
Okay.
Meaning, like, you guys will read stuff and you'll see stuff that goes like, as it moves through a trustless network. When you guys are like, okay, what does that mean? What it means is that it never breaks its own crypto blockchain area, so that way it's not vulnerable to hackers as much.
You gotta find that diagram, bro, where it showed the multi-chain diagram, where it's Polygon working, we're grabbing Ethereum from one place and putting it to another place, and it's within the same Polygon chain.
Yeah, no, that's what I was looking for. I sent it to you, but I mean, how did I send it to you? Did I send it to you in the Zoom, or did I send it?
Yeah, let me look.
Because we were gonna come back, and I know we covered it, but did we put it on Twitter? I don't even know where we covered it. Toon, what up, buddy?
What up?
But that's important to learn, because any projects that you're hearing that are being built like for cross chain, I mean, they're just not going to be used.
It's almost like it's if Polygon was, think of it like a VPN tunnel.
Okay.
From point A to point B, right? So if you don't use a VPN tunnel, then anybody from point A to point B can pretty much grab your information, and your data is vulnerable. So when you use a VPN, the transaction is encrypted. Therefore, if somebody tries to sniff or take that information, the communication is dropped and reset.
Okay.
That's what makes the Polygon such a huge player in the future, but nobody's actually talking about it, and because they just don't understand that it's kind of like the nerdy tech thing that nobody, like, when you it's like you don't really care how hard it is to get whatever your special item is. You just want your item. Right? You're like, I don't really care how hard it is to get a diamond off a beach without getting shot. I just need a diamond, you see?
You're like, just get it. Just do it.
Just bring it here, man. FedEx, what's the problem? So that's kind of where Polygon right now is building, like, an entire system out.
Yeah, I mean, it's because this blockchain, the blockchain, I mean, it's in general, man. It needs a lot of security all around, and the companies that make the best security are those that will prosper.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's the entire. No, no major companies are going to put any money anywhere that they could be, vulnerable.
So, when a coin releases a wrapped coin, is that like a layer of protection, or what does that mean?
So when you're wrapping a coin, right? You're kind of like combining the two. So let's say if you want to do put liquidity into a coin, right? You would have to, one of your coins would have to be something that has other liquidity, like BNB, right? So if you ever go to PancakeSwap, and in PancakeSwap they have a liquidity wrap, right? I don't know if you guys ever saw this, but here, let's take a look here at Pancake. All right, so let's look up Cat Girl. Cat Girl. Cat Girl. Hello, Cat Girl. How are you doing today, Cat Girl? All right, so go up in here and you go and you get your PancakeSwap.
Because that's the bridge, pretty much. That's what creates the bridge. You wrap it and say, "Come on, I'll take you. I'll carry you over."
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so in most of the time, the bridges are built when you're actually like wrapping liquidity, right? And that's kind of where. Let's see if we can get into this wallet.
Coins. Yes, I am all into security. I like it.
So you come in here, right? And a lot of times, let's say if you want to make money in liquidity, right? Like inside a Pancake, you go in here. Let's say that we're going to say wrap something in Cat Girl, right? So we'll swap over here. Here's Cat Girl. Here's here. Up here, you could go to liquidity, right? And you can add a liquidity. Now, all you do to add liquidity is you select the currency that you want to add liquidity to. So you can actually pick Cat Girl, and then you select BNB, right? And what this will actually do, it's going to take 0.000000519 of BNB and wrap it into this amount of Cat Girl for you, right? And then you get a percentage of the share of the pool. And that's what pools are.
Okay.
So by adding liquidity, you earn 0.17% of all trades on this pair protocol. Right? So when people come in there and they're trading for like pools and stuff like that, or just trading BNB for Cat Girl, you would just be sitting here earning like literally, almost 0.2% on the trades.
Okay.
And that's how people can add liquidity to coins and just kind of sit back and make money. It's kind of like, farming on the back end.
Right.
And yet you have to wrap something. You have to wrap two coins that are worth value, because if one ends up not being worth any value, they have the other one for value.
Okay.
Panda Girl. Let's take a Panda Girl. You guys keep bringing up Panda Girl. Actually, I
got a question about that Cat Girl, though.
Cat Girl? Yeah. I mean, so Cat Girl has, here, look at Panda Girl right here. Everybody keeps asking about Panda Girl.
I had bought that Cat Girl a long time ago, but when I looked at my MetaMask, it's worth 0 now, so I don't know what happened to it.
Did you go look again, man? When's the last time you looked?
You probably bought it at its all-time high, bro.
Oh, and then it shot all the way down to nothing. Now it's worth 0. Oh.
Yep.
You need to.
Yeah, but at a time, like there was a time that I bought it for $100 and it went up to like $8,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 8 zeros back, 9 zeros back. Shit.
Yeah, it sucks, but yeah. It takes time to recover from that shit, man. How much was your initial investment?
I think I put like 400 or 500 in there. I had some Safe Moon, sold the Safe Moon, and then put it in Cat Girl.
Did it instantly stop falling?
Say that again.
Did it instantly stop falling?
No, I had it for a while, and then I just started looking at it. I just like put my MetaMask up, my Safe Moon, my AGC, and my Cat Girl, and I just didn't pay attention to it anymore. I was just gonna hold them forever. And then boom, I looked back at it. It was at $0. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's happened to a lot of people. It's happened to me. I mean, I bought coins and that thing, it's just like you have to keep an eye on it, man, because I don't know, my opinion, and from what I read, a lot of these altcoins in the near future, they probably won't exist, man, after regulation hits.
Yeah, it's a learning process.
Right, the opportunity. When people start announcing them to get in, right now is the time to get in.
I just feel, I mean, the problem is, man, like, so I'm looking at Panda Girl, right? So I mean, to me, there's just like, I don't see, kind of like so I look at everything as a business, covalent thoughts, covalent, I have to look at covalent. So like, here's Panda Girl, right? And now all they did was kind of like come in here and take the Cat Girl thing, and now they're say, okay, if you want Cat Girl, we can make it look better, right? So it's just a better website builder. I mean, I'm not seeing how.
There's no utility, is it?
Right, like Panda Girl has constructed unique Panda Girl NFTs that will be generated and minted on the blockchain. Owners can collect these beautiful works of art, all the different rarities and unique characteristics. I mean, who's buying this? Like, it's not a cartoon. There's no
the people
following.
That like the provocative.
Well, then give me something better than this shit.
When did this start? When did they launch?
Let's see here. All-time high. It just came out because people. So this came out in November.
November.
Spiked.
Look, it spiked twice. That's rare to see that, dude.
It did a double spike, and then now it's starting to rebuild. But I just don't see where this is worth money.
No.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, where it's worth money is buying it right here, selling it right there. Like, that's exactly. I would just like I did Cat Girl. Cat Girl, I aped in for 10 grand. It hit 130. I aped out. I dumped on everything, and I didn't come back. I have not come back. The other day, I threw in $1,000 because everyone's like, Cat Girl's coming back, and I felt like, all right, I'll give you 1,000 of the 130 back. Good luck, boys. But I just don't, I mean, that's
a good thing with KuCoin, bro. Like, you can just put 100 or 300, $130, and you 10x that and get that coin. Can you do that? It doesn't have it in KuCoin?
No, not that one. Not those. But I mean, there'll be a time when that comes. I mean, this is pretty good art compared to Cat Girl. This shit looks way better. Like, I'd sell this poster. The problem to me is that they're marketing one way, and they're not good at like actually selling all this shit. Like, when I look at this, I mean, this is like really good work as far as like how it looks. I mean, man, this is way better than Cat Girl.
Yeah, it's good anime.
Yeah, this is good anime. I would buy Soraya. Yeah, she get bought though right here. Mizuki being, I'd hang her on the wall. I mean, this is one of my favorite backgrounds. Now, if you could turn this into a cartoon, right? Take all your talented art, make a cartoon, right? and then have everyone who buy the NFTs get a portion of the cartoon. Sell the videos.
Yeah, turn it into Pokemon.
Yeah, turn it into Naruto. You know what I mean? Like here, like she's a badass. Turn it into Naruto. Like you gotta like you gotta bring it out, man. I just don't see where it could possibly be worth any more money. I mean, the entire thing about Catgirl, right, is I own like an ungodly amount of NFTs. I mean, I'm not even kidding, man. I probably got about 300.
300 Catgirl NFTs?
Yeah.
I could picture you. You were always like me, buying the magic boxes, huh?
Yeah, I was just like clink, 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 clink. Like, so
I just started liking hearing the sound. Clink, clink.
clink, clink, clink. Yeah, it just kept opening. I was like, ooh, magic box, right? So
like, ooh, she looks provocative.
She's provocative. And we actually, I have one of my guys actually hit the, you know, that one rare one that there's only one of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like my guy has that. He's got the one. Like I have to. I mean, I'm sure he's excited to see if Catgirl comes back. You know, because the whole thing was like, I don't see where, you know, they didn't create anywhere to sell the damn NFTs. My God, it's a crock of shit. I can't even sell my NFTs. Like to me, you gotta build the whole platform. Like you haven't done anything for your customers. Right? I don't care that I don't care if you're, you know, a shitty little company, but you need to come. You need to do something where, like I can do something with my money I spent. Like what you guys are sitting on all this cash. Right? Because these, what was I paying for these? One BNB? How much were these? I think at one time I did a video where I bought like 10 of them. 10 or 15 of them at one time. But where can I as a consumer who put money into this, like where do I make money? Like where's where can I sell it? You can keep your Catgirl on BP compatible wallets. A couple of popular ones are MetaMask and Trust Wallet. Okay, so let me go. I need to turn all my stuff into there. How do I get my 1% reflections? The 1% distribution happens automatically as long as you're holding Catgirl in a wallet. When am I getting my underlined error while trying to buy Catgirl pancake? This error must be I saw you mention NFTs and your roadmap is heavily focused on that NFTs, blah, blah, blah. So NFT stands for non-fungible token. Non-fungible token means unique, blah, blah, blah. NFTs have a lot of potentials and can expose you to virtual artwork. Users can own digital collectibles, trade, and prove their ownership on the blockchain. Yeah, but where is the, like, what did you do for all the people that bought them NFTs? So that's what I mean. Like, I've been waiting, you know, I don't know if you guys remember, but where was the, remember when they first came out, they were talking about how the farming would be right away, like in a month or two?
They took the money and ran.
Like, this has been coming soon forever.
I found a good article to talk about the multi-chain. To give it a look.
I mean, the only thing I do like about them is that they're still not selling the mystery box, you see? Like I'm still waiting for where do my cat girls go?
Wow. Where do multi-chain aggregators come in? Multi-chain or cross-chain aggregators identify the best possible routes to fulfill trades across blockchain ecosystems. They therefore ease the burden of exiting blockchain users and remove some of the barriers to entry for new joiners. An example of such aggregator is 8board, which enables users to monitor their portfolios across different platforms. 8board supports 11 chains, including Ethereum, the Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, Solana, and Terra. It's perfect for monitoring assets among several chains and tracking balances. Interesting.
Check this out. Ripple lawsuit. What's your thoughts? I mean, my thoughts are the same. Like, Little Rabbit, dude. Little Rabbit's still making moves, huh? God, there's too many poo coins out there that we made money on. I just cannot go back. But my thoughts on, my thoughts on the on Ripple's lawsuit is, it wasn't ever about XRP being a cryptocurrency or an asset, because everyone knows that XRP is already a cryptocurrency. It's a ledger. So that was never the question, whether or not it could be that. The question was, did Ripple use the XRP that it had inside of its ledger to become Meta Stop Elon Meme MC? The question was, did what they were trying to do was actually get the guys who run Ripple. They're trying to get their money, basically saying that at their point, did they use XRP like an IPO or an ICO, which would make it an asset for the company versus anything else. Blocktopia and Loopring, I love them both. And so that was the only question. And at the end of the day, if they kind of replaced it, bought it and replaced it, there's not much there. So for me, XRP was always going to win the lawsuit. It was just depending on how much, Brad Garlinghouse and the other guys would have to pay with a slap on the wrist for, doing IPOs or ICOs. Now the problem is like I told you guys, this lawsuit is basically, this entire lawsuit was to start a foundation of what would be considered wrong and not correct, right? And then you go back and you look at Ethereum and Bitcoin. The thing about Bitcoin is Bitcoin cannot be taken to court, so that means that if they can't regulate Bitcoin, they might just eliminate Bitcoin. But they can take Ethereum to court, right? So if they take Ethereum to court, because Ethereum did do an ICO, which was completely illegal, making Ethereum an asset, it just means that that's what they used to build their company. So they might get hit with a fine, just kind of like what they did Blocktopia.
So is it true, BC, that they said that that's why Bitcoin would not pretty much survive, because it can't be like XRP and come to mass adoption?
Well, yeah, I mean, in order to get mass adoption, they want to have somebody to be held accountable, right? Yeah. So if they can't have, if Bitcoin can't be held accountable, then how can you use it? That's kind of like their philosophy. Now the rest of the world can turn around and be like, well, the whole point is having an unowned entity, because we don't want anyone to own our money. So it's decentralized. Yeah, it's decentralized. So that's the entire thing, is that they're not understanding that we want decentralized money, and they're like, well, we control you by having centralized money, right? Yeah, we get it, we know. That's why we want out. It's like, the slaves are bartering with the master. We're leaving. Well, hold on, man. You just slow down. That's what they're trying to tell us. But we're leaving, man. We're out. So I think the lawsuit's going to end in the next couple months. There's not much more Not much more the SEC can do, but what they're going to do is they're going to write the laws in on what ICOs are, how you can use crypto to raise money for your companies, what it means for a company to do it, and then they're going to go after all your favorite companies. I mean, right now they're not even going after the companies. They're just writing letters to like Celsius, Nexo, and these companies are just complying because they don't want to pay $100 million like Blocktopia. If you were a coin collector as a kid, a Gen X, Gen Y, cryptocurrencies are the ultimate collections. Yeah. I mean, you know, that's kind of what this is, man. I mean, it kind of makes sense. If you were a coin collector as a kid, Gen X, YO, cryptocurrency is the ultimate collection. I mean, it's I would say so. I mean, you know, when you put it into perspective, like the simplicity of what you're collecting, you know, it's the same thing as you do research. Almost like, yeah, it's the Generations baseball cards. Yeah, it's almost like stamp collecting, right? You're collecting certain things, right? And baseball cards would probably be a better, or basketball cards would be a better understanding of it, because what does that baseball card, what's it worth, right? What's it going to do to, or what does that card do? You know, so it's kind of like, yeah, it's a similar sense of like, okay, I'm buying a lot of Matic, but what does Matic do for me? Oh, Matic's going to be a multi-chain. Like, oh, it's almost like, you know, Dungeons and Dragons type scenarios. And that's where you have to kind of say to yourself, how many coins are actually going to be, you know, left over or actually worthy of being used for something, right? Or a purpose driven, right? So that's kind of where, what are you going to do as far as like, you know, the coins and what they bring to the table versus what they don't. So that's really what we're looking into, is that possibilities. And I think that's where you have to be honest with yourself and kind of like get to the point where, you know, for me it was very simple to turn around and be like, I'm getting out of cryptocurrencies completely. I'm going into NFTs, right? Because so for me, I trade cryptocurrencies because they make me money every day, right? So I mean, personally, I can go in and out. Like right now, I'm shorting the entire market. I'm making a ton of money off the fact that the market's crashing, right? So to me, this is like, you know, perfect type scenarios. Don't get off my face. But I'm a big fan of NFTs, right? Because NFTs to me are the future of the industry. They allow everybody to you know, build stuff. Delon Mars, Hex, there's such thing as Binance, Peg, Shiba Inu. Yeah, I mean, you know, this entire industry has so many ways to make money. You just have to decide on how to make it. And I think what people they just get into the industry in these cryptocurrencies, I just think they're just buying shit that's worthless, right? And then they're like, oh, I got wrecked. Like, yeah, you got wrecked because you bought dumbass shit. Or don't understand, like, I mean, the concept of money, right? Like, meaning that you buy something really cheap. There's an old saying, right? And this is kind of like the saying that people have to remember. The old saying goes like this. Stocks are very simple. One fool finds something worth value, and his entire job is to find another fool that thinks, you know, that this, or convince another fool that there's something worth value in what he found, and then he sells it, and that goes on and on and on until eventually there's no more fools, right? And that's what you have to understand, is like, how far do the fools go when it comes to certain cryptocurrencies? You know, it can only go so far. And I just think that people just buy the wrong cryptocurrencies just because they don't understand cryptocurrency.
You think I could buy some?
What are you buying?
Can I buy some Bitcoin in Quadriga?
Quadriga. I finally got some right here, and I'm doing waves right now.
Have you heard of Quadriga?
No.
But you gotta watch that movie, dude, of Trust No One.
Oh my God.
Roger Goode was an exchange, bro, that this dude opened up.
Mm.
And he started taking people's Bitcoin and trading it at other exchanges. Then he suddenly dies. And people lose millions of dollars in Bitcoin.
That's not a true story, isn't it?
Is that Netflix documentary?
Yeah.
Gotta watch that.
That was pretty crazy. That's why I came in the next day. I'm like, I ain't trusting nobody.
Nobody's getting my coin.
Nope.
Like, that's my coin.
But it's interesting, his whole thought behind his whole process behind it. Like, yeah, throw your money in here. I'll exchange it for any currency you want. And in the process, he was grabbing their Bitcoin, putting it in other exchanges, trying to make more money off of it.
Oh, kind of like Robinhood.
Know that he was losing, yeah. Sound like Robinhood.
But Robinhood took that game and basically made it real simple. They're like, look, we're not gonna go from your exchange to another. We're just gonna charge you. We're just gonna buy it, and then you're just gonna pay the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's kind of like the entire philosophy behind it. Let me fix this photograph.
I mean, I get it that the whole market is falling, but what's the word that what is the cause of this now?
Well, I mean, dude, it's like what we've been covering for the. Remember when SHIB did its little thing and didn't do nothing else? Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, first of all, like, what supports the market? Money, right? So not only.
Yeah, so there is no buyers, and the market's showing it now.
Correct. And it's slowly showing it, like it's bleeding to death. It's a slow bleed.
So those people that, got in so that, they could make profits, they're seeing shit. Nobody's buying. I'm taking my money. Buy.
Oh, right. Yeah, like real investors, like, the big money was like, all right, there's no money in the stock market, so they came over here. And they're like, shit, there ain't no money over here. Because last year they left the stock market, they came over here, there's like $900 million in PooCoin, right? So now there's no PooCoin, and then everyone's like, oh shit, we're making money in NFTs. And then it just kept moving, and then people realized, like, this time around in April they put a bunch of money in, and then it's kind of like watching. Look at GMT, right? GMT, we rode from 69 cents to $3. Then it went down to 280, then 260, and we thought it'd go back to 280, and it fell to 240, and then 240. You know what I'm saying? It was like eventually it got down to it became 220 to 230. Remember?
Yeah.
Then it became $2 to 227. And then it was 215, and then it found a middle ground. And remember, we had Anchor Protocol, where we ran Anchor Protocol from $1.40 to what? I don't even remember, $3, $4, $5. And then it became really small and stable, like it would only move like 3 or 4 pennies. And then GMT we took over and we ran that up and down, and then GMT became stable, and then SHIB became stable, right? So it was just like. It doesn't matter where you look, man. There's just no action.
No.
You know what I mean?
You know what? These coins are mentioned. These are good coins for a good long. You're talking about Gala. That's gonna be a good buy.
Yeah, Gala's $1.
That's a good buy. GMT. I mean, all of these coins are in a position for good buying right now, man. Like, you're getting them at a discounted price. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, you're getting even cheaper than that.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not done falling yet, bro. I mean, we're not done until there's money, right? And if gas is getting more expensive, right? If there's if there's still a recession. If there's still all this other stuff going on, where exactly are people going to? Where's the money? Where? No one got taxes, right? Now they said there's a stimulus check coming. They said there'd be $1,600, and then they were like, "Oh, there's $600 available right now." But man, your food is up on inflation. I mean, inflation went, guys, inflation the entire year was 1%. It's 8.5. Like inflation is up 800%. And that's not even the real inflation. Like that doesn't even count the gas. So inflation is like 10x. So, and it's just getting worse. I mean, there's just a lot of scenarios here that are like, you know, they're just not good. So I just, that's why I put out the alert earlier, like just sell all your profits. Like just take profits. Because I was expecting a May run until May 10th, right? And now I'm looking at April 17th, and we're getting slaughtered already. You know, so we got, yeah, so like, you know, Mac MC's talking, you know, the Bitcoin halving. I mean, you're 2025, right? Well, we got 2025, yeah, 2025. So, I mean, we're going into a bear market that shouldn't have existed, but the way this entire country was ran, and just the governments, I mean, the decisions that were made, they were poor, and now it's suffering through every single thing. I mean, we're heading to, we're in a recession. Like, so I'm just like, where's the money going to come? The only thing I could see is that I look at when stocks fall, crypto should be where stock money goes because they still want to make money. So to me, I think we have one good bounce left, but that's like, those are fundamentals. Like, man, we should have one good bounce left, but that's removing that's removing the fact that there's like an 8.5, you know, inflation. There's a war. There's, you know what I mean? There's a pandemic. There's a lockdown coming. I mean, there's just so much. Like every time you're like, you have a little glimmer of hope, you know, you just got to remember, like, there's also this. And yeah, inflation is 800% up. Okay, yeah, but we're going to do all right. There's nobody working. Okay, and they're going to lockdowns. Okay, and there's a war. Oh, shit. Well, food. Oh, shit. And the country that's at war houses, you know, 80% of the grain. Oh, shit. Okay. And the gas. Oh, shit. Right? So now it's like, I mean, it's not good, man. You know, it's like every time you think you could come up with a good reason, it just gets worse. What currency is safe or fiat? Crypto is in tune of the present world today. Everything is set for world stage train wreck. Yes, everything. I mean, we're just not looking good on any front here. But the thing is it kind of reminds me, Rand, and I'll give you guys a glimmer of hope. In 2008, when things got really, really bad and there was no hope, and everyone thought it was like the worst time ever, all I remember is that the only restaurants that were out of business were the really shitty restaurants. Because the people still had money, they're just not spending it. So right now, what you saw with Shiba Inu in the last couple weeks, where cryptocurrency went from 1.7 to 2.3 or something, inside, or was it 2.2? What was the market cap? What did we reach? 2.2, 2.3? Hola, what up, Brenda? And there is money that exists out there. It doesn't know where to go to make money. It's checking out gold. It's checking out stocks. It's checking out all these things. We need 2.2. So we went from 1.7 to a 2.2 market cap over the last couple weeks. And since there was no action, it disappeared again, right? So that's kind of where, you know, there's money that's out there. You know, there's definitely money. We're not out of money. It just doesn't want to play in a market that's so terrible. So that's my concern is like, where is the push going to come from, right? That's what I'm looking for. You know, so we need something, right? We need stimulus checks. We need that stuff to happen. We need some type of I mean, look at you, right? I mean, we got people on here that are paying like $7,000 in taxes. I mean, there's a lot going down here. Like, there's nothing positive about right now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to think of something that's like good, but it's like, inflation is 8.5. Gas is twice as much. I don't know what to say. Not to mention, if people are thinking about graduation, vacation, and their normal life that they normally start saving and planning for around May 10th, I mean, you don't think they're going to start saving up 2 or 3 weeks earlier when they don't have money? Right? I mean, isn't that what they have to do? So I think people are going to hold tighter. I think it's getting tight out there, man. And right now, without getting tax money, without getting any of the benefits, anything that we're used to getting, I think people are going to tighten up. I think it's going to be, it's going to be a little bit tight right there. But what it is a good time to look at the greatest projects, to find the bottoms of the really best projects, and start looking for the bottom. Like he mentioned, like EC's talking about Gala. Man, Gala has so many games coming out that are going to be amazing. And they're the only AAA video game creator that actually has a background in AAA game creations. So Gala's coin is worth $1. So if you can get it at 20 cents, 15 cents, 10 cents, man, if we can get Gala at 10 cents, that's a 10x. The one, 12, we say, Lardo Lawn Crew Services. Yo, EC.
Yeah.
Your boy Lardo Lawn Crew Services. He's like 12,000 in taxes this year with his crying face. That's how EC called me the other day.
Here's my advice to you. If you can hear me, you better make some company up and do some consulting work or cut grass or something.
But he's Lardo Lawn Care Services. Guys, listen, everybody can DJ.
He's doing something wrong. If he has a lawn care services and he paid that much, he's doing something wrong. DM me. I'll show you how to pay less.
Yeah. If you need Lardo Lawn Crew Services, man, get in my Discord. Look for EC. He could help you save money on taxes, bro. That's a lot, bro. I mean, there's ways around that, man. There's ways to do stuff, man. You guys, man, make sure they're out to get your money, man. You need loopholes, man. You need to study some shit. You need to get in there. You need help. It's rough out there, man. But that's what I mean. Like, how long? Morning from Texas. My grocery bill this week was insane. Ooh, and you know what? Texas is cheap. So if Texas is going up so much that it's like that high in Texas, I can't even imagine, across the country where,
Yeah, and then you're absolutely right, man. In Texas, you don't even pay state taxes, and it's inexpensive.
Right. So yeah, imagine the people that have state taxes. We're paying a lot of money, guys. So I don't even know, what's his name? E is in Edward. C is in Charlie. EC. Cross the border for breakfast. I mean, you got to. I mean, guys, man.
That's a good one. Whoever said that, that's dope.
Yeah, it's true, man. That's Mac DMC. I did a 1099 work before I operated my business, and I didn't separate anything. Moved from my New York to my Texas 4 years ago. Yeah, I mean, do you imagine what Texas is paying? I mean, like New York is paying? I mean, we definitely need a plan. We need a plan. Maybe we need to start doing some research on some other shit. We know where crypto's going, right? Crypto's going down. Maybe we need to spend this time looking into other stuff like, all right, where's everyone? Where can we shop? Like, where can we get stuff? What's good, buddy? Igor, what up, baby? My dog is bothering me. He's got to take a piss. I'll be right back. But I mean, we need to start looking into like what's the man?
What's the next option?
What's the next option here? To me, the NFT plays building business because the one thing, like I was saying, like even in 2008 when everyone thought the money was gone, the money was still here. It was just buying certain things. So you need to get into projects that are going to make money and you can make money with, right? Because people still spend money. They're just not, they're getting a little tight here because there's no like, I don't think there's anything exciting. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think that like with all the FUD and everything and all the, I mean, there's just so much out there. We really have to break this down in a way to try to figure out like, okay, what do we need to focus on here? Because this is getting a little, it's getting tough out there. We got to make smarter decisions, That's for sure. That is for sure. But that's what I would work on. Metaverse will be the next big wave, in my opinion. I agree, man. I think Metaverse is going to be the next big wave. I'm going to grab you guys and take you guys with me. Let me swap you guys. I'm going to take you guys outside with me. Metaverse will be the next big wave, in my opinion. Will Bitcoin go down for? I think so, Jack. I think Bitcoin is going down further. We send out an invite here. I'm going to invite myself. And I'm going to join. Am I on there?
See what we got, man. Yeah, so we got some we have to make there, guys. But I don't think the market can stand everything that's happening. It's just too much happening. I mean, is what Bitcoin going to do, man? We don't know. But we got to prep. We got to get some good ideals. We got to come together with stuff that makes sense. Let's see what we got here. Coin go down. Yes. Alex Holiday, what up, baby? What's up, man? Got out in the house, man. What's going on? What's cracking? I can't hear E. You out there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Damn, dude, I'm outside and I'm talking to you, bro. What's up, man?
What up?
Dude, I invited myself on my other live to my other live on this phone.
Yeah.
And then I can hear you on the Discord.
Don't be stepping on no gold mines while you walking your house.
Alex is like, what's up? What are we shorting? Dude, the market. Bro, I'm shorting everything, man. Remember Thursday I told you I'm shorting everything? Bro, hold on, I'm done. Limping. Dumbass. What are you doing, man? Yeah, man, I'm shorting everything, dude. I'm shorting Waves, Root, what else? I'm shorting like everything, but you know what? We need to find something that's been running. What can we short was running that we should short?
Let's see. Hold on.
I mean, we used to be able to get into. Dude, is this snow? Dude, I think it's snowing.
It's down 7%. Rooney down 3%. GMT
Oh, it's snowing.
5%. Crow
It's snowing.
2%.
How much is
Matic
Crow?
1.8.
Yeah, let's
Jasmine
go, bro. Which one? How much is Crow down?
Crow is down to 39 cents from 50 cents, bro. Remember when I called it,
20%.
it went up to 50 cents and fell back down to 39.
Oh, it's snowing in Chicago, bro.
Nah.
Look, I'm getting snowed on right now.
Oh my God. Let me see. I'm going to call my cousin right now. He's patrolling the streets. I'm going to be like, hey, how's that snow? He's like, which one? The one in the crack houses?
Let's go, man. Come on. Go. I'm out here in the winter. Yeah, I'm shorting everything, man. It is bona fide
Alpha
short
ran
season.
down
Bloody
6%,
season.
bro.
It's a bloody day, man.
Yeah.
It's a bloody day, bro.
Mana down 6%.
Oh, you can go more though, man. You know what we need to be looking at is like what coins actually went up over the last 24 hours, right? See if they're in the short list for the for futures. See if we can get them at 100x.
Audio is the only
Right
one
now,
that's been
I'm
up
short Waze at
15%.
100x.
Audio, DCR, and XCN.
Audio's up.
Those are the only three that are green in the market right now.
How much? What's audio at?
Hold up. Right now it's at 142. Oh no, hold on, I'm lying. It's like at 132. 127.
What was before it had its run over the last 30 days? Where was it?
It was not in my portfolio. That's where it wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it was. I think it was a lot lower than that.
142.
ABC, you know Bitcoin is for fool's gold, don't you? Andy, you crazy. Fool's gold, baby.
Audio was at 142, bro. I think that one's in a climbing pattern, though, man.
Oh, well, there's still people investing in the market. They're trying to make money. So I mean, those are the traders, you know, because we're still at, what's the market cap at? What, 1.8? So we still got a couple $100 billion in here just sitting around. But I mean, as far as like big movements, it's not going to happen, you know. You know what we got to do is we got to catch these pump and dumps.
Mina,
Come on, man.
Mina, 22%.
Who, Mina?
Yep.
Up 22%?
Yep. Rose, 14.9%.
Rose?
Zill, 15.9.
Hold on.
Those are gonna be, once this corrects, bro. Those are gonna be the ones that we work on the short run
Rose.
back up is to make money because they're gonna be staggering to go back up.
Yeah, did Rose go up 14%?
No, they're negative. Everything that I'm looking at is negative.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was about to say.
So, Loopring. Oh, you know what? Let's talk about Loopring because one of my friends just sent me an article. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, somebody just put in the chat about Loopring.
And Vivi.
Vivi?
Vivi, the whole Disney NFT
Yeah, but see,
exchange.
Vivi doesn't have a coin. That's what's it? EMIC? What's it called? VV doesn't have a coin. It's
OMI holder.
Omic.
Yeah. So let's see, what does this say?
Yeah, but Omi's been like 0.00007 the whole time.
Yeah. Here's what it says. Let's see. It says, I am an OMI holder with a modest bag and have gotten attached to my VV collection, even after initially saying I was in it for the money. Now let's get into the details of the potential interoperability of our beloved NFTs and at times frustrating for the OMI token. There has been a lot of debate within the community of the topic of the closed ecosystem VV. An argument I see float around in the Disney, DC, and other brand licensed NFTs will not be able to be taken off the platform to other marketplaces. Now, that is a valid argument. Even though we all know IMX is integrating with OpenSea, it's very likely that independent artists on the platform would be the NFTs that float the open seas. However, pirates roam the open seas. So here's where it says, in comes the GME, the IMX, and the LRC partnerships. On February 3rd, GME announced that they will be launching an NFT in partnership with IMX to be their preferred partner in bringing their large amount of NFTs to the upcoming marketplace. The Robbie Ferguson, CEO of Immutable X, takes to the GME Apes favorable super stuff to post a sneak peek of the GME marketplace. So they just launched it at the GME marketplace.
Right, for GameStop.
Yeah, and what else does it say? It says, so if I'm looking at this right, NFTs minted and Immutable X will be fully integrated with the GameStop NFT marketplace. Does that squash the argument for the GameStop is no slouch? They are the large trusted company in the midst of potentially amazing turnover, and they function with the same industry as VV and Ecomi does. So then the chairman of GameStop showed their full belief in him after he disclosed his investment in Mercy Ventures, bought an additional 100,000 shares of GME this past week during the times of uncertainty in the marketplace. It's gonna be lit, man. I firmly believe that that we will be seeing our VV NFTs be interoperable on the GameStop's NFT marketplace. And then they show the logo of Loop Ring GameStop. That'd be dope, man, if Disney opens up. But I think because there's so much uncertainty, Disney's a big corporation. They're ready to open up.
Right.
What does it say? Loopring is a layer 2 protocol that will be the backbone to the marketplace. Shortly after IMX and GME announced, I was pleasantly surprised to see that IMX was now available to support on Loopring smoothly. Loopring is a good long-term coin then, huh?
Yeah, well, they're with GameStop. Sorry, guys. Sorry about the echoing, man. I'm back in my room. Dude, there's snow all over me, bruh. It's cold out there, boys. Alright. Send me that article, man. We cover it real quick.
It comes to your venture capitalist.
Yep.
Goes to you.
VC.
There you go, my friend. This is a good article, VV. I'm gonna post my NFTs from VV real quick so they can see what kind of NFTs they got in the VV platform to do.
Let's see. We got people on here talking about VC buy NewNet will run without internet on your phones, so you can still trade. NewNet? Yo, pull up NewNet, bro.
What is that? The Mexico coin or what? Without internet, they run everything without internet. Let me see.
Mexico came in. It was like,
let's see. No net.
hey, NewNet, you don't see us, I say.
Are they referring to it as a token or is it a communication company or what? NewNet token. I don't know. No.
Is it a token? Let me pull it up on Google. Hold on.
Let me see. Ninja encrypted web token. What is NewNet? Is the sign Jason Andre with the sun show up there? I don't think that's the same. Let's see. The Newt coin. New token.
The new token. NewNet.
You found it?
Oh, not yet. I'm just getting my
NewNet. Technologies.
NewNet Technologies.
Leading cloud payment solution.
Do you know Casper DeFi? We do. XRP runs the same way too. I do know about Casper. Keesper. Alright, let me check all my units here, boys. Alright, waves, 89%. Let's see where we are now. Alright, waves, 89. Rune has stopped bleeding. Dodo has stopped bleeding. Zill is still bleeding. SLP has stopped bleeding. So we must find the NewNet. NewNet.
Hey, bro, I didn't know that the 8 boards had a dashboard, different dashboard. Did you?
A what?
The 8 board?
Here, NewNet. So NUNET.io. What do you mean dashboard?
Yeah, look at your DM.
I'm gonna send you this right here. NewNet NTX it's on CoinMarketCap. A global economy of decentralized computing.
No, but my fire pin is at $406. I'm happy. I don't even have to trade.
It's just doing its due.
Who's doing it?
Who's doing it? You're doing it. This guy's I haven't seen any of his videos.
I know. I wonder what happened.
Somebody said, man, you've been doing it too much. Click.
No, you know what is that this market has been bleeding for the past few months that
No one's doing it.
No one's doing it.
You know, Parabolic came back for 2 days. We're going to the moon. Melt your face. Gone again. Wrong.
He probably, we're going to go see the moon fall, you mean?
All right, let's get this done here.
You got to watch that movie too, bro. Moonfall.
Moonfall. Who's doing it? Moon's doing it. Let's see here. So what do we got here, boys? Sitting inside of everything.
VC, the Tangy coin.
Tangy.
Tangy, I bought $100.
$100?
Back in a couple months ago. Now it's worth 20 cents a coin. It doubled to that marijuana coin. They're all over Twitter. Look them up. Tangy. Tangy, my friend. Tangy.
I was looking up Tangy. Tangy, welcome to the Tangina.
Hold on, I'm gonna find it on Twitter. Hold on.
Let's see here. New gets going. Hold on. Hey. All right, very low circulation. Casper has very low. What's up, man? Andy Leach, baby. Share the videos, boys. Share the videos. Tap the dive. Let's see here. Let's give me some lives here. Let's get on the game here. What do we got? A new gets going all the work for card. I know as a number crunching on an AI system. Nuna all the work number crunching for ADA. I like it. DAG. Let's see here. On. New net's going to do all the work for card. I know as a number one crunching AI system. Nuna all the work number crunching for ADA. Andre has gone off the deep end. Weeble, what up, Weeble? Weeble 789, baby.
STX is running is up 5%.
What is it?
STX.
Mundo, VC, I'm feeling down today and it's bank holiday. Give me some hope. We'll go back up. Oh, we're going to go back up, Mundo, man. We in here, baby. What up, Weeble?
Check your DM now.
I'm checking my DM. Hold on.
It sent you the Tangy Twitter.
Tangy Twitter. I'm on it. I'm on the Tangy Twitter.
And then they right on the very top of the Twitter, you can go on the Telegram, or they have their link to the website if you want to get Tangy. It has the link right there to buy Tangy. You can buy it with some BNB. So they're like the payment company for a lot of marijuana companies. Tangy token serves as a digital payment system for cannabis retailers, a currency for cannabis consumers, and an investment vehicle for you.
What did I get here? Hold on, I'm missing something here.
Those that are on the Discord that are on the Mary Jane train.
Mary Jane train. Gemcoin for 6 cents. Look at your Twitter. I didn't see it. Thanks. Yo, it's in there, bro. I just launched it. Go look for it, man. It's the gem. Did I put gem on that coin? Did I write it or did I just send it over? I gotta put some stuff in there, boys. Oh, yeah. Okay, so what's up with the firepin.io? Firepin.io, I mean, it's a whitelist for a coin that's coming out in, what, 2-3 months?
Yep. And it's on fire.
So, I mean, yeah, we only put $50, $100 in it. It's already up 400. So then you think when it gets listed, if it keeps going up, might hit 700, 800, maybe 1,000. If it hits 1,000, then from there, when it drops off, you can dump it on a 10x. Man, it could be an easy 100 to 1,000. Fire pin is definitely great to get in on, man.
I'm already at 4. So, that was what, less than a month, no?
Yeah, it's been a month. It's only been a month.
Yeah, and I'm already at 4. So next month, I predict to be at like $800.
Yo, did you find this newnet.io?
No.
Hold on. Let me send. I'll send you the chart, and then you can go to their website. Hold on. You better get your DM on it.
No.
Hey, I got you. Check your DMs. Check your DMs, son.
Oh.
Check your DMs, baby.
All right, let's see. That's a good one. Market cap's under 2 million. That's fresh.
Yes, sir. It's interesting what it does.
No. It's a one recommendation for me. Yeah, so this is basically like what was that? My in a like bro.
We talking about DAG or
No,
BTC, BTT?
No, this new net we're talking about.
Yeah. You're talking about it's like the DTT coin, right?
No, not about the technology that it uses. This used to be done by like almost like a peer-to-peer where it does monetize. It's gonna monetize the computing resource. That part is good. It's gonna monetize it, but computer resources that scale and provide global distributed, optimized computing power. So what it's gonna do is every system. What is it gonna do? Nodes, and everybody is be able to share part of their resource. So it creates a cloud of computing power. That's how I'm seeing it.
We'll do a little research on it. Let's see if this coin, if it's worth it. You know what's weird is I never see, like, even on my main account, I don't have like is there no influencer on?
I think so, bro. I'm telling you, I don't think anybody's on. It's Sunday, dude. They're dancing with Tuntun, the Easter dance.
They're doing Tuntun dance. Welcome to Tuntun. The Tuntun Network. They're like, we're doing Tuntun. Tuntun. Tuntun, where are you, Tuntun? And then there was Bitcoin.
You see what I'm saying? Look, share your space and computing resource for benefits, cause, or earn tokens. Individuals or organizations can register their spare computing capabilities on NewNet, allowing other platforms users to find them and use them. Resource providers can customize usage. So it's almost like what Amazon does. You can create a server on their cloud. Use their shared resource. They're tokenizing it. They're gonna tokenize this shit, and so if you use their resource, you get tokens out of it.
So make it make sense to where like where how do they make money and where do we make money? Like why would they?
That's what I'm getting to. Hold on. I got that part. Governance tokenomics. Here we go.
Pablo, what up, baby? Pablo's coming in with some big details here, boys.
It still not making sense to me, bro. Because I mean, I see what they're like.
Oh, let me see. Bitcoin prediction, bro, for the week ahead, please. I have to look at it, man. Give me a second. We haven't even really dug into that shit yet. Fuck, hold on. Dude, all these satellites are having problems.
If I'm planning, like, think of what Amazon does. You wanna create I simplify this, bro. So Amazon has a cloud, and in that cloud you can do data store, you can do phone systems. I mean, you can do anything on the cloud, right?
Yeah.
So think of NewNet. NewNet will grab multiple providers, right? And the providers that are chosen by me, the client, because say you got 10 providers that will say, hey, you can store your data with me. And the one that provides the best service, the fastest service, the most secure service, then they will get paid with this new net token. It's almost like a market of the people that got the best data package. That's how I see it. Which is a good, I mean, it's a good thing. It's like, you're looking for insurance.
Mm-hmm.
You go to the site, the best insurance with the best package, that's the one the client picks. Boom. That's NewNet. I don't know how simpler to put.
All right, run it back, Timmy. I was reading the text. Run it back.
Mira, es que en el parque estaba corriendo, y le estaba viendo mi gato y el perro estaba corriendo.
That's how it goes, boys. You heard it here first.
No, I'm saying, so the easiest way that I could explain this, okay? So you remember how they market this, hey, you're looking for car insurance,
Mm-hmm.
right? Go to this website. This website will gather the best deal for you because they will go out and look at every provider and see which one is willing to give you the best deal.
Right.
Then, and in between that transaction, they're going to get the NewNet token. That's all this is. But it could so okay. Now let's put that I give into the computing power. Me, I have customers that say, hey, I need a server.
Mm-hmm.
But to put me up a website, okay, so the website's gonna need a server, right? Right now you have GoDaddy, you have Amazon, you have Wix, you have different platforms that provide those kind of services. Well, this company is gonna be like, hey, you tell me what you want, I'll find you any of these companies to make sure that they provide you with the best package of exactly what you need.
Right.
So it's pretty much like a marketplace. How I understand it, that they're gonna be doing this deal.
The deal of deals.
You come in there, you purchase their packet, and I'm assuming that the NewNet token will be the exchange between them and the providers.
Mm.
That's how they're gonna make utility out of that token.
I see. I see, doctor.
What is this one?
I see. Very good. The new token. So you think? I mean, how many tokens are there? 100 million. 1 billion. What's the supply? The problem is the supply is only at 63 million. Is there a market for this, bro?
What are you looking for?
The NewNet token.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at their stuff like that, but I'm trying to tell you, bro, wait for advertising bills in their market. I remember as you had to remember. You remember what was it, LimeWire and the peer-to-peer softwares that you could download music, stuff like that, and data and movies and games. Do you remember that, or did you ever?
Yeah, LimeWire.
Did you ever not? Yeah, there was LimeWire. There was Merc. There were so many, bro. Like, people used them to just get anything off of the internet, right? And as soon as you downloaded that to your computer, the application to do that and get data from anywhere, they pretty much opened a gateway to wherever the application was on your computer. That was a shared resource amongst the internet. So therefore, if you started the application on your computer, you said, hey, I want to go search for this, but at the same time, when I search for it and I download it, now it's my computer is now open for the same purpose. So
Right, sharing.
You were now part of that network. And so the power the power of, let's say it was what did I call it? LimeWire? Let's call it was LimeWire, right?
Mm-hmm.
They came in and said, okay, I am the backbone, this infrastructure for every person that downloads my application. I've just grew that much. Now my data presence was all over the world, but they were transferring illegal music, illegal movies, and it started getting to the black market. They were pretty much, you could download anything on them. You know what I mean? And it's pretty much how the black market operates. And this global network they're just using resource power from providers. I mean, it's complex to understand, but it's pretty much concept of what was what do you call it? Outcasted by the governments. The governments came down on these kind of companies like LimeWire and Napster because they just, you know what I'm saying? They were using people's computer resource and power without the permission of the user. The user was like, oh, I'm downloading